Klein ISD faces a great divide between general education and the special education teachers. In analyzing the situation, this great divide between these two departments is an age-old issue. There has been a great divide for as long as these separate programs have existed. The divide stems from a need for greater understanding and a vast communication breakdown. Klein ISD is a nonprofit organization dedicated to offering a diverse range of educational services tailored to the needs of students from pre-kindergarten through 12th grade. The comprehensive academic portfolio encompasses not only standard and advanced academic education, but also specialized services in special education, practical occupational education, and effective language training for individuals with limited proficiency in English. Klein ISD's strengths lie in its unwavering commitment, passion, and dedication to both students and the community. However, areas that require improvement include communication challenges between general education and special education teachers, as well as a need for better understanding of each department's contributions to the school. General education teachers integrate anthropology, sociology, and cultural psychology to teach the class as a whole. In contrast, special education teachers draw from behavioral psychology and medicine to teach the students per their individualized education program. General education teachers have an unclear understanding of the implementation of the modifications and accommodations, whereas special education teachers understand that modifications and accommodations are meant to offer support, not be a limiting factor. General educators view disability contextually, influenced by school setting and curriculum, whereas special educators operationally define disability based on the standard curve of the student's expectations. The publics, the teachers, need to remember they are facing a common interest, the success of their audience, the students. They need to recognize the significance of the impact of this great divide on their students and decide to do something about it, putting the needs of their students first and foremost. All students deserve an equal opportunity to receive a quality education. Plans and services need to be in place to protect disabled students in public schools against discrimination. Unfortunately, there is much confusion that surrounds the most effective way to provide an inclusive classroom for special education students. This confusion leads to poor communication, frustration, and feelings of unworthiness in being different. The purpose and objectives of this training are to describe how diversity is evident in daily educational experiences while enhancing our school's practical embrace of diversity. Differentiate the significance of balancing diversity with an inclusive environment, maximizing student success, and to create an environment where every student feels genuinely welcomed and valued. Given their critical nature, a more accurate understanding is essential to benefit the students, improve communication, and create a more cohesive and enjoyable work environment. Offering teachers appropriate training to assist students with disabilities is crucial for establishing an inclusive and fair education system. For this reason, training for all teachers providing special education services is imperative. By providing teachers with comprehensive training that addresses these areas, schools can better meet the needs of the students with disabilities, create an inclusive and supportive learning environment for all, and repair the Great Divide. Online surveys will measure the effectiveness of these trainings. As the morale and workplace environment improves, the overall ratings in the surveys will increase. The first action strategy will be working with the teacher's performance and aligning their actions with their belief in their actions, ensuring they operate how they think they are, and focus on adapting mindsets and behavior to create harmony among all teachers. Helping teachers remember the most essential part of teaching is their students and making a fun, inclusive, supportive, and safe environment where each student receives a quality education. The teachers will complete an assessment before and after the training to help gauge their knowledge, performance, incorporating interest and engagement as the second action strategy. The central messages of Klein ISD's Bridging the Gap training program will use the dialogue model rooted in relationships and striving to meet the interests of all stakeholders and seek a unanimous agreement, maximizing possible gains for everyone and at the same time using effective communication to resolve any conflicts. Effective communication will use credibility, charisma, and control, establishing credibility using expertise, status, competence, and honesty. Bridging the Gap will appeal to the teacher's emotions through positive appeals like love and virtue. The training program will be sure to avoid unwarranted conclusions, false assumptions, and misuse of statistics to foster logical arguments in their messages. Klein ISD will offer One Team, Many Voices, Embracing Diversity Together, a 6-hour training program. Provisions will be made to allow the teachers to complete training during typically scheduled service days. Funding for training is incorporated into staff development and overseen by special educator specialists. At the beginning of the training, teachers will be assessed on their understanding of diversity, the benefits of inclusion, classroom management strategies, biases, fostering positive attitudes towards students' potential, and legal requirements for student protection. Special educator specialists will monitor visitor registration for full access to training websites to measure engagement. The specialists will pay particular attention to audience feedback during the interactive portion of the training to evaluate acceptance objectives. And they will evaluate action objectives by observing audience participation. Upon completion of a training, a final assessment will be given. This assessment should demonstrate the progress and learning achieved during the course.